Everybody, Leo DeSell, I'm glad you're tuning in. This is Phil Schmitt with Schmitt Insurance, and today we're going to go over the ins and outs of homeowners insurance and flood insurance. Hurricanes. It's been a crazy year.
Right.
You know, a lot of people have questions about this, and you know, you're the perfect guy to ask. So tell me more about hurricane insurance, how the deductibles, what's all involved with it.
Right. Well, for realtors, hurricane season can be a touchy situation because they may have a closing lined up for, let's say, October 3rd. Well, if Mr. Hurricane starts entering the Gulf of Mexico, virtually all of the insurance carriers will put a moratorium on new policies being written.
So it's only for new policies?
It's only for new policies.
If they're binded prior to the named storm being in the Gulf, you're still good, right? They won't...
Correct,
right? Okay.
Correct. So basically, any policy that's renewing, you already have the policy, you're going to have the coverage.
Okay.
It's only for newly written policies.
Okay.
And so that's why we pay attention to, we work with the realtors. If we even see a hurricane getting close to the Caribbean, we start talking about it and say, when are your closings coming up? You know, what's going to happen? Can we get the policy bound? So once we have the policy bound, the hurricane can come in and the insurance company will be okay with that.
Okay.
They'll let the policy go into effect. It's only on the ones that haven't been bound yet. So if you have a closing on October 3rd and a hurricane enters the Gulf, say, you know, a week before, they're going to let that hurricane pass until they write the policy. Well, that might go past your closing date, which creates a problem for you and your buyers.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Right, right. I mean, it's would you insure a house that's about to have a hurricane on it?
It's all about risk.
Right. So the other thing to talk about that's concerning hurricanes is your hurricane deductible on your insurance policy. That's the good thing about me being an independent agent is I can shop the market and find policies. If that's a concern of yours, having a low hurricane deductible, we have insurance carriers that offer $1,000 deductibles or even a 1% deductible.
It'd be a flat.
Correct. They go anywhere basically from $1,000 to 5% of your coverage A, which is the insurance value of your house. So a lot of insurance companies, a lot of the mainstream companies require a minimum of a 2% hurricane deductible, which if you're buying a $500,000 house, that's a $10,000 hurricane deductible.
Right.
So basically, they're taking themselves out of the roof business. If your roof blows off, that's almost, for a $500,000 house, that's probably about half the value of the roof. Right. So we can help lower that back end cost by getting, you know, a lower hurricane deductible.
Yeah, that's a great thing to know. That's a great idea because most people have no clue what that even entails.
Right. And I remember you called me asking me what your hurricane deductible was.
Exactly. I had no idea.
We were in good shape.
Yeah. So I appreciate that.
Yep.